This is giving me so much anxiety with them just spitting at each other right in front of a whole bunch of bees. Like, look at this. Okay, they aren't out of their nests, but I swear it was a lot more terrifying because the bees are literally all around the llamas as they were spitting at each other. I don't know how a bee didn't get triggered, but thank God they did. Hello guys, this is Spearman here and welcome back to another video. Today this is episode 122 of Desert Survival. And today, as I spoiled with the intro, we will be doing some work with bees. Now, if you haven't noticed, I've not uploaded a video on my channel for a little bit, like a week and a half or so. The reason why is because I was working on a different video idea that was on a different channel. I made a post about it on my channel. You can look at it. Basically, it's a new style of content that I'm experimenting with. But because of that, I've kind of ignored this world for a tiny bit. And originally, I was gonna use the break between seasons of Byco to actually work on this. So without further ado, let's just get back on pace. So off camera, as you can see, I've been working on getting bees inside of all of these hives, and I've gotten three in each one except for one, although I'm fine with that. And because of that, alongside needing a few other things like dispensers, we should be able to have the resources to make a bee farm. Now, I have not made a bee farm in a really long time, and the design I've made in the past was really inefficient. So I'd love to optimize that. And I think I might have an idea as to how. I think I'm going to do something with the bee farm, very similar to what I did with the wool farm, and basically connect them in a sort of expandable, symmetrical way. I think I have an idea of it in my head. I've not done any testing with it, though. Now, this is going to be my first time trying to experiment with it, so things could go very wrong. Without further ado, let's get into the testing world, and I'll just show you what the design is. Okay, so a little bit of testing later, and I think I've gotten a design to work. As you can see, it's extremely small and compact, exactly like the wolf farm. And the only problem is that it's a bit wider because it is what, one, two, three, 4 blocks away from the bee's nest, because that's just due to how comparators work. Once this turns to 5, only this redstone signal will turn on and the rest won't. So that'll specifically trigger the dropper to get whatever you want, whether it's honeycombs or honey bottles out. And then there's a little minecart hopper down there to collect it up. There's also a campfire and a carpet underneath the bee's nest, of course. Here we've got the storage. As you can see, only 4 of the 7 chests actually have hoppers. And that's just due to a design flaw I had. Although these 3 could be like storing bottles or honey box or whatever, while the actual ingredients go there, I think. Although, yeah, you might be wondering, this is next to no room for a bee farm. What are you even thinking? And I've done the math. This actually is enough room for a bee farm if I use the new design properly. The only problem is that it's going to be pretty tall unless we do use like a bubble vader, which we do not have room for. Although I think that's fine since we have kind of lowerish buildings here, so I could have a bit of a higher one. I think that could work. So I made one optimization between the testing world and now. Well, actually, I made 2, but really, this one's a lot more notable. But as you can see, I used mud blocks here because if you don't know, mud blocks aren't actually a full block deep. If you throw an item there, the hoppers will pick that item up, and we don't need a hopper minecart that way. Because I realized if I did use a hopper minecart, there'd be problems because I'd need like a redstone block here now just to lock a hopper. The second one was I put blocks one above the campfire instead of carpets, although that one is a bit less significant. But yeah, let's get the rest of the design in except for the beehives, and I'll update you once I'm there. And we have everything in here now except for the bees. Everything is looking nice and toasty in here, as you can see with these campfires. But now all I need to do is bring the beehives and place them carefully. Some of them have honey in them. Like, I'm not exactly sure how that would work with this system, but I guess I'll find out. Okay, so it's actually night now, which is perfect because the bees shouldn't exit the hives. All right, what's gonna happen? Oh, that's perfect. It just auto collects. Okay, we've got all the hives in, so now let's just close it off. So we have the honeycombs there. Where did the bottles go, though? That's the real question. Did they somehow glitch underneath? No? Oh, wait. Bottles work differently, don't they? Okay, so I think I have to get the balls out manually. And sadly, the design will only work for honeycombs. But I think, like, I mean, this world's obviously an exception, but normally you'd be using honeycombs more than honey bottles. So I think I'll still put the tutorial out sometime relatively soon. I think the thing is that if you want to automatically farm honey bottles, you need an item sorter. So you can't have like the dispensers on top like that. Yeah, as you can see the honey balls and dispenser. Oh, that sucks so bad. My God, look at how many bees are out now. Okay, I'm actually, why why am I concerned like all of a sudden about the density of these bees? It should still work, but oh my God. But yeah, I divided it so that 2 of them are honeycombs and 10 are honey bottles. That's kind of the methodology I was doing. Are these guys stuck? Hold up. Yeah, that I think that bee is stuck. I think as more get pollinated though, they should start to. Yeah, go inside of their hives and it'll clear out a passageway for the ones which are stuck. Okay, why did they even like these ones go over there in the first place? I have no clue. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. You see these on the right going left. One of them already just went inside of their hive. And also I've noticed that bees only like they go out one at a time. So in theory we shouldn't have any entity cramming. And I guess if worse comes to worse and they're all stuck throughout the day, they'll all go into their inside of their nests at night. So it's not like it's a big deal. And it looks like all of the bees actually got cleared, which is perfect. So yeah, that's the farm done. I've not uploaded a video on this channel for a long time. So I think I'm just gonna make this episode short. When it comes to AI, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna try different AI software just to see how compare and contrast. So if it sounds a bit different, that's why. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, subscribe to my channel, dislike if you dislike, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.